A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb.
He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, what a start to the season here. Cincinnati and Cleveland, AFC North rivals, Ohio rivals. I don't know what to make of this division. It feels like anyone could win it, including these Browns.
And you're right about that. And how historic would that be if Cleveland did rise up and take the division? So far, since we've gone to this format, they have not won the division title. They're eager, they're excited, and they believe that this could be their year.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here.
And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Watson off play action. And that'll be incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the 50, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 37.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon.
Really an excellent run, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
And this will be taken at the 13. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
From his goal line here, Watson. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Chubb running right. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
24.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Down, he's coming.
Now Watson going to change the look here.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Escaping the pressure right.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 12-yard line. Here's Watson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Touchdown! Elijah Moore. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On one, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to Mixon on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
11 MP, 11 MP.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
And as we all remember, these two were connecting back in their days at LSU when they were winning the national championship. But it wasn't just on game day. The amount of time they put in before practice, after practice, off days, that forged their connection. And it still continues here in the NFL.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just so quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Complete. Smith has it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Gun.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. Now it's Watson. And there's Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
They give the Chubb out of the gun.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 63 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Flushed out right.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Touchdown, Browns!
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
47 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when we see those guys make that.
Touchdown, Bengals! Herb Smith Jr., 28 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing on third down, Watson eluding the pressure right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Here's Jones on the return. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Was it Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground?
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
Gun.
Second down and 3.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go
The
now.
Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Here's Watson now on second down.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw is Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Jones. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And the Bengals take over first and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Back to Mixon on second down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown.
Irv Smith Jr.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Alert! Hey, 31! Hey, 55! Hey, 54! Out!
From the gun, here's Watson. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
That defense just did not budge, and now your punter. Well, this is why you pay him.
It is. It's exactly why you pay him. But what he's got to be thinking about are a couple of things. Number 1, don't step back. Could be a safety. Number 2, cut down your time on your mechanics. If you're a 2-step punter, it needs to be 1 step and get rid of the football.
And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Stop!
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
11.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play.
Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a 1st down.
4th and short. They had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
T. Higgins.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the gun on third, Watson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And this throw will be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now Browning.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because Who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw, Browning.
And that is incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open